I'm about to do is about once a week, especially during these winter months, I like to run this truck because being on E85, it likes to hold moisture in the motor, and it gets there quickly. So you try to run it, get up to temperature, get it hot to where it's going to evaporate and burn off all that excess moisture in the motor. So yeah, once a week I like to do that. E85 is a absolute bear to start in the winter, and I don't have a choke, I don't have anything, so yeah, this is gonna be fun. It's a pain, but it's something you kind of have to do, and cars and motors aren't made to sit for long periods of time, and a lot of race cars or toys or project cars or whatever do. So I like to keep mine start at least once a week, and it seems to treat me all right. See how this goes. So in that clip you guys just saw with me running my truck, you probably couldn't see it very well, but I did do it. Every time that I run my truck and it's gonna sit for an extended period of time, whether that be a week, month, I try to start it once a week, but we all know life happens. But regardless, if I know it's gonna sit for about a week, I always use this stuff. It's called Foggit. Basically what it is normal gasoline always has some sort of oil in it, and it kind of helps protect that, your carburetor, your cylinder walls, your valves, all this stuff, and helps prevent it from rusting. Now, if it's gonna sit for really long periods of time, it's gonna rust no matter what, but E85 and alcohol motors are really bad about it because of the moisture that they absorb, or they're just a corrosive material. I mean, it's alcohol. Put, rubbing alcohol on your skin, you're gonna see and feel how, rough that is. So what this Foggit stuff does is it basically adds the oil. I mean, that's all it is. It's oil. There's multiple ways you can use it. If it's gonna sit for a long time and you're doing like storage stuff, you take out your spark plugs. I think it says 3 to 5 seconds, spray it down in your cylinders. Each one, turn the motor over for 10 seconds, and that coats your cylinder. What I do, because like I said, I try to only let the truck sit for a little bit. I don't let it sit very long. While the truck's running, I always get it up to temperature, about 210 degrees before I shut it off to help burn off some of that moisture. Once it gets up there, I spray this right down the carburetor so it mixes and atomizes with the E85 and adds that oil in. From what I've seen, it works pretty good. It's that extra peace of mind. I mean, I think it's like $15 a can. I might be wrong. I mean, it's pretty awesome. And it says right here, for high performance vehicle applications, spray Foggit into the air intake while the engine is running for 6 to 8 seconds. That means I'm high performance. You can have your engine off with your ignition off, crank it over while you have a buddy spray it. There's multiple ways to use this, but I'm not sponsored. There's no way they would sponsor me. I could try, but I'm just shouting out a really cool product and a really cool company that I use almost every day, it seems like. But yeah, Foggit high performance fogging oil. Check it out. Switching gears yet again in another video. We're doing 2 things at once. Shocker. So this truck's obviously from 78, so it's, I don't know, I feel like doing math. It's old. And because of that, there is some frame rust. And one of the key parts that I've noticed has been pretty bad is the leaf spring hanger on the driver's side. This is actually a new one, obviously, but right on this edge, if this is the frame rail here, right on this edge, it's been bowing out and rust has been pushing on it. So, I'm gonna bust all these rivets off, put that new one on, bolt it on with some good grade 8 hardware. Hopefully it goes relatively smooth. I got one rivet almost all the way off. Keyword is almost. yeah, let's go, see what happens. Give you a little bit better picture of what we're doing here. This is where a rivet was. You can see I kind of got the head of that one off already. That's what it did look like. Obviously it's not there anymore. But if you look there, right there, you can see where all that rust was built up. It's all up there. It's all down there now, but it was right there. So that's what we're doing. Knocking this whole thing off, calling it good. I forgot to hit record on the last one up here, but I got it, and it was probably the quickest one I've done so far, so I'm counting that as a win. So now we just gotta try to get this thing off. Out with the old and in with the new. I mean, just looking at this, you can see, first off, how much that rust pushed this flange out and how thin it got over the years. I mean, compared to obviously brand new, how thick that is, but glad that's off. Now we just got to clean the frame up, probably weld in a couple spots just to add some more structure to it, but get that put on and call it good. Okay, I'm at a pretty good stopping point for the night. You know, it's kind of getting late, and I'm tired of hearing the air hammer. So yeah, got the bracket off entirely, got all the rivets out. There is a spot right here, though, right there, that's pretty thin. So, as you can kind of see there, I just made this bracket just to fill in that gap, but I've had to weld on a weak spot here before. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it in there too. Lay some beads in there and fill it in so that way it kind of gives it its structure back. But yeah, get that welded up and get this new bracket on. That's all the rust that was back behind that bracket. That's what, 40 some years worth of it? Like I said, could be worse. The frame's really not in bad shape. You can just tell where it's, you know, collected some rot over the years, but we're getting that fixed out. Okay, that's gonna just about wrap up this video. Probably another short one again. Like I said, still finding my groove with this stuff. But yeah, getting that bracket off was a huge accomplishment. It's one of those things I've been procrastinating since I bought the truck 10 years ago. But hey, we're getting there, slowly but surely. I wanted to make horsepower before I worried about safety. And now it's about time I worry about safety. I did that a little bit backwards from what it normally is. But yeah, made good progress. It's just gonna keep getting better and better. A couple things to check off. First off, this will probably be released right before or right after Christmas. So I wanna say Merry Christmas to you guys watching. I hope you guys had a great Christmas, and I hope you're gonna have a happy New Year. But yeah, we're gonna get that frame welded up in that one little weak spot there and get that all, good to go. Get that bracket put on, get everything put back together. That might be in the next video. It probably will be, because I don't know the, rhyme or reason to why I post stuff. I just do it because I think it's fun and I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun. But yeah, it's coming along. Anyways, once again, Merry Christmas. Y'all have a good one.